very person at this very moment living the most fulfilled life of a trader, not from the wealth perspective, like traveling, chilling, enjoying money perspective, but from getting almost all the insane books that a trader needs. Getting almost all the insane Forex trading books that every trader must get. It's a must. Look, I've had some PDFs of them, I've had some audio versions of some of them, but you don't get fulfilled having PDFs and audio versions than getting a hard copy, right? So I went to a bookshop today. Apparently, I'm going to show you guys a book, don't worry. Derek, have patience. I'm going to walk you guys through all the books, and it's going to be insane. You guys are going to love it, trust me. Now, before I even go on, do you know how much it cost me though? Let me ask you guys to guess in Ghana cedis. Yeah, in Ghana cedis. Guess how much in total it cost me, the whole books. Where's my... Okay, so let me see. 100,000. Some people can exaggerate. No, it's not 100,000. 700, 1K Ghana cedis, 3.5. Y'all are wrong. Anyway, one person came quite close though, even though he was just a few pips shy. Well, if you put it into Malaysian currency, Malaysia spends ringgit, yeah? So anybody that's from Malaysia, you can probably convert, right? This is how much I spent. How much? 3,123 ringgit, right? Now that 3,123 ringgit is actually equivalent to 6,000 Ghana cedis. It's actually equivalent to 6,000 Ghana cedis. So can you imagine literally walking into a bookshop and buying books worth 6,000 Ghana cedis? That tells you how important books have been to me. So look at the whole list of the books. Pretty long list, right? It's not super bet too. Those of you that are used to super bet and sport betting, when they see these things, they say it's slip, bet slip. This is not a betting slip. This is book slip, right? Book slip. Now let's get to the fun part. Yeah, so I literally walked to a shop and then bought 6,000 worth of books. 6,000. Somebody will say 60 million old currency, and yes. If you put it into Nigerian currency, how much is that? How much is 6,000 Ghana cedis in Nigerian currency? That's probably about 350,000 naira or 400,000 naira. 319,000 naira. Yeah, almost 320,000 naira. So literally buying books worth 320,000 naira cedis. And how much is that in South African rand? Let me see. 11,800 rand. And then let me see the currencies. So literally this is it. From any country that you're watching me from, this is the worth of the book. 6,000 Ghana cedi, 319, and then $771, 2,800 AED, 600. So pretty much expensive, right? But it's all worth it. Now let's get to the important time. Let me not waste your time. Let me walk you guys through the books, exactly what you guys have been waiting for, right? Now the first one, it's called what? Zen, the $7 Millionaire. This is more of a self-help book, so I wouldn't really classify it directly under trading, but it's a very important book as well. The little book of Zen money, right? It helps you understand financial planning and stuff like that. So if you happen to now, let me even come to the most important thing before I even get my hands on explaining the books. Do you guys know that I have been searching the whole of Accra, Ghana, Africa, Nigeria, everywhere for these books and never had my hands on them. Never had my hands on them, except for traveling to Malaysia, right? Now, my friend that showed me this bookshop, he was so confident. He told me, Kojo, this bookshop that I'm going to show you anywhere, right? Mamadi. It's called Mamadi. You've seen me walking around with him. He's been in my live sessions a couple of times. He works with Exness. He said, Kojo, this bookshop that I'm showing you, any book that you want, you're going to get it there, hard copy. I mean, you're going to get it on Amazon, but obviously you have to, what's the name, buy it online and wait for it to get imported to you, and sometimes it can get missing on the way. Like you want to get something instant, walk to a bookshop, get it, easy as that, right? So he told me that I had my own reservation. I'm like, Mamadi, what kind of bragging is this? How can you tell me that when I go there, any book that I want, I'm going to get it? So I just kept an open mind. I'm like, okay, let me just go see what they have. And trust me, I was blown away. The moment I got there, I started seeing the books. Like they were not even hidden. I didn't even have to go and ask the helpers or anybody there. Like when I got there, then boom, this book is there. This book is on the shelf. This book is like orgasm. I started having orgasmic feeling. What kind of feeling was I having? Tell them, share your experience with them. She said I was literally shaking. I was literally
shaking out of excitement.
I really was. I was shaking out of excitement for just like, finding all those books. So I've shown you guys one of it. Let's go fast. I've shown you guys one of it. The $7 Millionaire. And then let's see. I bought this one as well. I wanted to read about metaverse. I'm sure a lot of you have been seeing metaverse stuff, the metaverse handbook. Obviously, you have to be very, very updated, yeah? You have to be very updated in the world. Anything that you hear about, the moment you walk by a bookshop, you get a book on it, please. It's 30 cedis, 40 cedis, 50. No, let's look at the cost of these books individually, right? The cost is at the back. So the Zen money is 886 ringgit. Now, if you really want to understand the conversion for Ghanaians, right, any amount that you see, just multiply it by 2. You can take a screenshot and then later convert it for yourself as well. You know how expensive they are, though. But remember, these are hard paperback. I intentionally bought the hard paperback one because they are quite durable, right? And then before I even continue with this live session explaining all the books that I've got here, there are quite a number of them. The people that have been coming to my house, especially Aram and Rick, please, this is a fair sign of warning. I'm not even going to put these books on my shelf. I'm going to hide them in my bedroom. Those boys are kleptomaniacs. Kleptomaniacs are people that like stealing books. Aram especially. He's a kleptomaniac. I'm going to hide them from him. I'm going to put the books in my bedroom. So yeah, this one, I bought a book on metaverse. Then I bought a book also on the NFT handbook, right? So yeah, the metaverse book is 127 ringgit. 127, right? It's expensive though. That means it's about 350. Then we have the NFT book. I bought the NFT book as well. NFT book costs 113 ringgit, right? Then I bought a book on, you guys need to read this as well, right? Hedge Fund Market Wizard. If you're a trader, you got to read this. It's by Jack Swagger, right? Aram, Kojo cast you. Where is Aram? Aram, the line, Rick. Thieves, they come and steal my book low-key. I caught Rick, put in his bag my books, and I removed them and I put them back on my shelves. So yeah, Hedge Fund Market Wizard is part of it. It's quite expensive. This one is very expensive. Okay, well, not as expensive as I thought. 142, which is almost like 300 Ghana cedis, but quite expensive. Then I bought this one as well, the Rate Investor Guide. This is more like for real estate stuff, right? Because you guys know I have some real estate projects going on. Then I bought this one, Chart Pattern Analysis. I liked this book here. I liked it for one thing. Do you guys want me to open? They all have rubbers, but I can open it for you guys because I love you. Nonsense person called me. He open the book for you guys because I love you guys. So tier rubber on Kojo Forex Live, just because I want to show you guys some of the content in them. Right? Look at them. Calling me anyhow. Why are you calling me? You know I'm on live. You're just calling me on Instagram Live. I'm just gonna block the person. Do you see the chat? Isn't it nice? Isn't it beautiful? You're going to learn all the tricks. In fact, all these things, I know them already, but it's just nice having books on them and reading and refreshing your mind on all these things, right? Very beautiful. This is what we want as traders. Going to learn about everything. So this is like chart pattern analysis book. How much is it? 78 ringgit. It's not expensive though. 78 ringgit is not expensive. Then we have Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. All right, I'm sure most of you have heard this book before. The name of this book before, Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, by what's the name? Edwin Lefebvre. But it's a book on Jesse Livermore, right? This book is expensive, 142. You need to read it if you're a trader and you want to do well. It tells you the story about Jesse Livermore. Jesse Livermore is a young guy who made millions 4 times and then lost it all 4 times. And at the end of the day, you know what happened? He committed suicide, killed himself, right? So Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, very, very serious book. You don't want to miss reading this book, right? And then we have the almighty technical analysis of stock trend. Now, I've told you guys stories about this book over and over, right? But most people don't know the story about this book. Do you want me to share a little bit of an insight about this book? These are the people that introduced technical analysis to the world. These are the people that introduced technical analysis to the world. Edward and Maggie, Robert Edward and John Maggie, they started the whole technical analysis that today somebody will say this is order block, somebody will say this is trend line, somebody will say this is this and that and that. These people started technical analysis. They said you can use historical price movement to predict future price movement. So let me just tear rubber open them for you, and then you see what is inside technical analysis of stock trend as well, right? Pretty interesting book, has a lot of charts. Chart representation. You see the way the chart looks because it's old times. They were using bar chart. They were not using candlesticks. That's why you see those charts like that. But it's one book that you don't want to miss reading. Let me tell you guys another story. When I blew my first trading account, the $2,000 account story that I've been telling over and over, this was the book that I went to read because I was asking myself, how can I understand who brought technical analysis? Let me just go and start from the beginning. Who introduced technical analysis so that I understand what they meant by technical analysis, using technical analysis to trade. I really wanted to start from the beginning because I knew that anything in the world started from somewhere. So I got my hands on technical analysis of stock trend and I read the PDF version. But now I have my hands on the hard copy version. I'm freaking excited. Then we have here Japanese candlestick charting techniques, right? Now, Japanese candlestick charting techniques, you guys don't know this man, Steve Nissen. If you know Steve Nissen, then you know about candlestick. But if you don't know Steve Nissen, then you're probably just only watching YouTube videos to learn how to trade. Steve Nissen is the guy that introduced candlestick to the Western world. So I told you guys, you see here, this book was written by people from the Western world, which is Edward and John Edward, and then Robert Edwards and John Magee. They are from the US, all those European countries, right? And then Steve Nissen is also from the US. But Japanese were using candlestick to analyze the market, while Edward and Magee, when they taught people how to use technical analysis, they were just using bar chart. So the Japanese knew how to interpret, those candle formations, which is like, the doji, the tweezer tops, all those complicated names, right? And then he introduced it to the West. And all of a sudden, it became like a standard charting tool. Meanwhile, it wasn't what was being used from the early 90s, right? Now, let's virgin open this one as well. I always virgin open it. I always do what?
What do you do?
I always virgin open it. Oh, my God. Can you give me something that I can use to open this thing? Can you give me some? You guys hold on. I'm going to open it. Open it for you guys. But I'm just opening the book. What's your problem? I'm just opening the book.
Don't spoil your books.
Yes, I'm tearing the lining. I'm tearing the rubber lining. What's your problem? I'm tearing the lining of the book.
Be tearing.
I'm penetrating the lining of the book. Let me show you guys what we have in this book. Very interesting book as well. Candlestick. Yes. Let's de-virginize the book. So in this book, obviously, he's going to be telling us about, candlestick. He's talking about hammer here. He's talking about shooting star, right? He's talking about what? Inside bar, all those kind of things. You got to, have your hands on them. I'm going to read this book to understand exactly what he meant when he started, interpreting or understanding. He said the magic doji. So you have to know what the magic doji is. This is the first person who brought candlestick to the West. So how can you not read his book? Bro, you got to get your hands on it. And I know it's going to be difficult to get your hands on it anyway. But yeah, this is it. So that's what Japanese candlestick charting techniques, right? You want to get your hands on it if you ever find your hands on it as well. Now let's go to the next one. I have so many books to show you. The next one is Property Investing Guide. Obviously not Forex stuff, but like I told you guys, I still had to get my hands on a few real estate stuff because I have some private projects going on, which I'll show you guys along the line when I become a master in. Now I'm just a student of the real estate market. So if you have a father, uncle, brother, nephew who's a guru in this field, you can connect me. I don't mind learning from them, connecting with them, learning from them, under them. If I have to pay any money, I don't mind. They should just mentor me in some few guidelines in the real estate market properly. But yeah, so I've got my hands on some books to learn by myself. This is self-taught process, right? So I'm going to learn about, interior designs, project management, high-rise buildings. This is for real estate, obviously. You can see so many houses. They're going to be telling you about the cost and then all those things, right? Very interesting. Then we have industries of the future. Now you know that in the world as we have, KLCC is the location. Yes, KLCC is the location. In the world as we are, things change, right? There was a time where internet was the order of the day. This time we have blockchain, crypto being the order of the day. So this book is kind of telling us that there are some industries that are going to be disruptive and evolving in the new world that we're going into. So I just bought it so I'll be updated in the current world and evolution that we're going into. Then we have what? Keep investment simple and stupid. So it's more like investing. You got to know where to place your money, right? So yeah, that's about that. Then we have the rules, how to beat the odds in the market and in life, right? This is more like stock, more stock related than FX and charting related. But yeah, I just got my hands on it as well. And Almighty Trading in the Zone. This is one of the most expensive books that I bought to do. This is 305 ringgit. That's almost 700 Ghana cedis. Right? You need to read this book. You need to read this book. You need to buy it if you find it anywhere. Even you can listen to it on YouTube. It's on YouTube as well. Right? Trading in the Zone. When I started blowing accounts and I started, getting so frustrated on the market, I'm not able to hold trades. I'm able to cut my losses short. I'm always holding losses. Trading in the Zone was the escape route. It helped me to be able to, put my psychology in the right perspective and then be able to trade the market successfully as well, right? Then I bought like the very old version of the Remittance of Stock Operator. So you see I have two versions, the hard paperback and then the old version. And I have this one, More Money Than God. I keep talking about this book, but most people don't even know exactly about it. This More Money Than God is actually a book more like telling hedge fund stories, right? So there hasn't been really a book that tells strategies, insights, childhood life, and everything about the world-leading hedge fund managers. So this book is really about, top hedge fund managers that cause the big shots. We have George Soros's name in there. We have Paul Tudor Jones. We have Stanley Druckenmiller. We have just all the name. Ray Dalio's. Let me open it and show you. Right, let's de-virginize this book as well. And then you're going to learn about some of these hedge fund big names. Right? So let's see. We have Big Daddy. I'm sure Big Daddy is talking about perhaps George Soros. The block trader, Paul Samuel's Secret. We have the Alchemist. Oh no, I'm sure the Alchemist is George Soros instead. We have Top Cat. We have Rock and Roll Cowboy. They just named all these big traders in a very funny way, but those subheadings are their names. The Enemy Is Us, the dot-com bubble, the Yield Man. You got to read this book if you're really looking to go far, right? If you're really looking to go far in the world of trading, finance, investment, becoming a fund manager sometime in life, you got to get your hands on More Money Than God. It's a crazy book, insane book, right? It's insane book. So yeah, I got my hands on More Money Than God. Then we have DeFi, right? I'm sure some of you have come across DeFi, the future of finance. It's more like, I don't know, I've not really had so much insight into it, but perhaps this book will educate me more when it comes to DeFi, right? But I've heard in the airwaves people talking about DeFi, this, DeFi. I'm like, what the freaking hell is DeFi? So I bought a book on DeFi. And we have what? You see, the books are a lot. We have Against the Gods. It's more like risk. It's a risk book. So this book, I'm pretty sure, is going to be talking about, stories of people that have taken insane risk worldwide, and then how it turned out, and then assessing risk. In this world, no risk, no reward, right? You got to risk it for the biscuits. So I intentionally bought this risk book so that it reprograms my mind, and then let me know what the odds stand for anybody that avails themselves to taking insane risk in the world, right? You got to take some risk at a point. And we have this one also more like a real estate book. I'm not going to waste your time on real estate books because not a lot of you are even interested in real estate books as well. Then we have The Big Short. I'm sure most of you have watched the movie The Big Short, but this is the actual book on it. So I'm going to read the book on The Big Short as well. The Big Short, it talks about these people that shot the housing bubble and then made a whole lot of money from it. And we have the little book of hedge funds. It's more also about hedge funds. So just where my journey is already. So obviously I got to read more books on hedge funds. And we have The Stock Market Wizard, also written by Jack Schwager. I'm not going to waste time on that because it's not really Forex related. And we have James Cramer. He's also like a former hedge fund manager, but he wrote a book. He used to do all the CNN and CNBC live analysis, but he's a very good guy. He also, is literally a street guy who became financially independent, successful man, right? So Confessions of a Street Addict. It's a very interesting book. I started reading the PDF, and then I'm like, I might as well just read the hard copy when I've got my hands on it. So Confessions of a Street Addict. If you're a street guy, you really want to get your hands on this, read it, understand where he started from. It may not necessarily relate to everything he's saying if you're from like sub-Saharan Africa, but of course there are some games to make or take out of it. And we have Real Estate Investing, obviously 101, right? Basic of real estate. And we have Tips and Tricks of Closure for Real Estate, also real estate. Then we have Contrarian Playbook. I'm sure most of you have seen this guy before. If you've not seen him, you can just search Manny Koshbin. You're going to be insanely blown away by the cars this guy has. Wow, America, this guy is a figurehead, right? Manny Koshbin. I mean, I've been following him. I've been watching his YouTube video. He inspires me, insanely inspires me. So when I saw his book, I'm like, I'm never going to walk away without purchasing Manny Koshbin's book, right? This guy, he rolls with the top goons. If you watch most of these guys that do car reviews on YouTube, he is the one, he owns most of the cars that they used to do all these car reviews. Sometimes he owns 1 out of 1, 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3 cars. Like, go watch him on Instagram or YouTube. You're going to understand what I mean. Manny Koshbin, right? Then we have 52 Homes. The 52 is also real estate related. And we have Think and Grow Rich, obviously an old copybook. Everybody needs to get it. I misplaced my own site. I just decided to purchase a new one after all. And we have Becoming Joe Trader. Becoming Trader Joe. This book I intentionally bought it for my friend Joe Trader. You guys know Joe Trader. Tag him in the live session. Joe Trader, if you're on the live, I bought this book for you. So when I come back to Ghana, then this is the gift I have for him. Becoming Trader Joe. It's also a Forex book. Hopefully talking. You see how I did business my way and still beat the big guys, which is like more Forex related, trading related. It talks about Jack Canfield. It talks about Bob Rosen. Jack Canfield is a big name when it comes to, Forex, when it comes to trading, stocks, everything. If you don't know Jack Canfield, you might as well not be reading a lot. But yeah, I bought this book for Joe Trader. Then finally, the last book is The Science of Getting Rich. This is the book that I've personally read more than 300 times. Yeah, book shopping. I literally went book shopping. I told you how much I spent on it. I spent 6,000 Ghana cedis just buying books. This book, I've read it more than 300 times. But I had the audio version. Kobe, I see you, motherfucker. I see Rick FX, motherfuckers. They know the vibe. They know the vibe. They know the vibe. The real ones know. He say he don't lie. Okay. I ain't got to prove myself to you anyway. You're not going to add any shit to my life. It's your choice. It's your life. It's your choice. But yeah, I finally had my hands on the hard copy of this book, and it freaking made me happy. Science of Getting Rich, I've read it 300 times. I've listened to the audio version, read the PDF. I literally hand scripted it back to back to back. And now I have got my hands on the hard copy version just so it becomes part of my memoir, my book, my properties. So that brings us to the end of the whole book shopping. Which ones did you guys like the most? You can share with me briefly. Which ones of the books did you guys like the most? Which ones of the book did you guys like? Tell me the title. Which ones of the whole books that I shared with you did you guys literally enjoy? Mayos, I see you. Where do we get these books? Unless you travel to Malaysia. Somebody said DeFi. He likes the DeFi book. Think and Grow Rich. Trading in the Zone. Technical Analysis. Trading in the Zone. The Chat Patterns book. Science of Getting Rich. The Science of Getting Rich. Trading in the Zone. I see the ones that you guys like. More Money Than God. Think and Grow Rich. Anyway, I'm so excited, guys. I really just wanted to show you guys these books, inspire you. Don't give up. Don't stop learning. No matter how you feel like you've got in the world of trading, right? Coach Green, you say you are in Malaysia. Text me after this live session. Let's see if we could possibly link up or something, right? No matter how far you get, never forget what brought you there. With me, it's books that brought me far, so I don't stop reading. And I can't stop reading, right? Books literally got me to where I am. So how am I going to get there and then stop reading? It's like a taboo to stop reading. I'm just going to keep on buying more books, right? In my next property, I'm going to share more details on that, but it's going to have a whole library to itself, a whole room dedicated for library. Like you enter there, crazy books, and it's going to be a private library. I'm going to have a key and lock it before Aram and Thiefman Rick storms my house and be stealing books in their bags. I'm currently reading Trading in the Zone. Please come to Nigeria. I hope you guys really got inspired. Let me see if you guys really got excited, inspired. Show me some love. Show some red love. Show some fire emoji, red love emoji, and fire emoji if you loved all the books that I showed you. And then there's something that I'm going to do as well. Now, there's going to be something. Let me show you guys something, right? Now, for this one, I'll show you guys the thing. For the technical analysis of stock trend, and then for the technical analysis of stock trend, for the More Money Than God, and then for the Science of Getting Rich, and then there's the last one. Which one is that? There's the last one. I want to show you guys something. I think that's the reminiscence of a stock operator. These four books, I was looking for them. I couldn't get them in all my Ghanaian bookstores. So one of the guys who orders books from abroad, I asked him that, look, you know what? Just order them for me. When you bring them, I'm going to pay I'm going to pay you. Yeah, I'm going to pay you. Just order. I don't care how much it is. And he actually ordered them. And then what happened? He said that it got missing at the point. Some people stole it, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, he had to reorder them again. Nonetheless, I found my way in Kuala Lumpur, right, or Lumpur, whatever they call it. And now I've been able to buy the books for myself. Nonetheless, he's still going to be bringing them. He sent me pictures of them that he brought them. He bought them and then they are shipping them. I'm sure before I land in Ghana, those books will be in Ghana, and then it's going to be an extra spare one. I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to give them out as a giveaway. But obviously, it comes with some little bit of a challenge, right? Once you pass that challenge, you're going to be the person that literally has maybe all the books or just one of it. I'll think about what to do exactly. But yeah, so there's going to be extra. It's actually 5 copies. The last one is this economics book. It's, I think, I've forgotten the title. I'll tell you guys though. But yeah, I'll give you guys the insight into how you're going to be able to get those extra 5 books for yourself. It could be the technical analysis of stock trend. It could be More Money Than God. It could be Reminiscence of Stock Operator, or the Science of Getting Rich, right? And then I'm sure that when you get your hands on it, it will go a long way to change your life forever and for good, right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live session. I'm not going to talk much. Kojo, please, I have to get one of these books. Don't worry, I got you, Derek. I'm going to end the live session here and then start swimming in my books, enjoying my whole books. I sleep with books, I eat with books sometimes because Are you excited?
Yeah,
are you excited about my books?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you excited about my books?
Because you're gonna get more money.
Tell me, be honest. What was your reaction, expectation, and mindset?
I mean, I wasn't surprised. I know you so well. Your favorite place is like the bookshop, so I was just prepared for it. I think I can.
This woman literally converted the money from the Malaysian ringgit into Ghana cedis for me to see that.
What you spent on books.
Look
so
at
that
what you
when
spent
enter
on
my shop. You know
Zell,
that.
look at what you've spent on books, so look at.
You know that.
But anyway, I'm so excited, right? When will you create Kojo for a trading robot? Much love from Uganda. Much love to you as well. I'm going to end the live here, guys. I'm going to end the live. I hope you guys got impressed. You guys got excited. You guys got informed about all the books that I have under my titleship now and then ownership now. Hopefully, sometime, someday, somewhere, you get your hands on these books and then you buy them for yourself as well, right? So without wasting my time, what do we say to them?
Peace out.
Peace.